Yep, that's me, your friendly campus filmmaker. And I'm here to ask a question. Why do we do what we do? Why do we make these creative projects? Well, since I'm a behind the camera guy, I decided to follow 3 other creatives to see their stories and hopefully glean some answer off of them. So, without further ado, here they are.
My creative pursuit is acting in cabaret.
My creative pursuit is the USC textbook.
And I'm creating my thesis film, Whisk Taking. I spent my capstone writing the script for a pilot episode of the TV show called Whisk Taking. It follows Juliet, whose grandmother passes away and leaves her with a bakery. So for my bakery space, I'm essentially looking for the front of house. So I need a door that will allow people to be like entering the space. And then I also need another set of doors in the space so that my main character Juliet can exit the space. So while I really like the aesthetics of the Grossman Library, unfortunately it doesn't work as a space because it doesn't have the double door aspect. We are at the Raymore History House. I was hoping it might be a great location. Unfortunately they are locked on weekends, which means that it won't work.
So what are you gonna do now?
I don't know. I guess we will stop the search for now. Sun will rise and the moon will set, and you learn how to settle for what you get.
Cabaret is a musical and it's set right before World War II in Germany. It discusses the lead up into the Nazi regime. The first thing we had to do was auditions. They had a list of sides. We had to choose one to perform. We also had to prepare a minute of a song in a similar style to the show. After Wednesday night, they put out callbacks. At the callbacks, you're called back for a certain character where you have to prepare more material that they give to you, whether it be a side or certain songs you have to sing. And then after callbacks, they put out a cast list, and that's that.
God only knows what the neighbors think I am running here.
Initially, we learned about Fibonacci sequence that takes...
Welcome to my engineering class, or at least a reenactment of it anyways.
Hey, you two, no recording in the middle of the class. Thank you.
So, while I do read my notes and work on some homework for this class, I most of the time work on my textbook because that's where my time lies. It started out as a piece of writing back in 2018, and this was supposed to kind of document what our friend group did in Minecraft, and then also to add a little bit of fictional stuff as well. We kind of started liking doing more fictional stuff, so the textbook transitioned from documenting stuff from real life more into writing a story with fictional characters and fictional villains and stuff like that. And that thread essentially has been going on up till the present day. Currently, we're writing what we did in real life in August of 2020, which is modded Minecraft. We added special things to the game that are not a part of the base game. Obviously, in real life, we're just messing around, having fun with new stuff, but to fit it into our story, what we did was we made our characters develop new technology in order to fight our main villain.
I get to play a huge douche. I'm very excited.
Action! Peppermint patties over there, so feel free to snack. We're gonna do this right now with 2 cameras. We'll eventually have 3. Leo will be over here. Keeping the production space calm is a challenge. I think we usually get very hectic very quickly in wanting to get all the shots we want, in technology breaking down and things not working while we try to do all of that. It's no longer working.
The boom mic?
The moon mic. After I specifically asked some nice people in the FAMS department to make sure it would work for me. And it was working indeed when I left, but now it's not. Throughout the filming process, I'm inviting underclassmen FAMS majors and allowing them to work with me on set.
The director, Paige, came in asking if anybody would like to help her out on her capstone project just for the experience, and I accepted. I thought it would be a good experience. I thought it would be fun, so here I am.
So what are you hoping to get out of being here?
Just kind of like learning what it's like to be on kind of a student set, and also just kind of getting to know other people in the major is nice too. It was pretty cool. So I'm excited to see what the final product will be.
It's weird to just turn, well, actually no, that's fine. To just turn over your shoulder for it a little bit. On my brave young
After
friend.
the audition process, we started rehearsals. Our first rehearsal was just a read through of the script. We sat down, we did introductions, and we read through the script as our characters.
What would you do, my brave young friend?
Yes. Yeah.
After that, we started getting into the real meat of the show. We started learning the songs, we started blocking some scenes, we started learning choreography.
A sign of your like, I don't know, you're less stable by the end of the song. I guess.
I mean, I feel like throughout the whole song, I feel like my character is very logic based, and throughout the song, she's trying to convince them to like convince her.
So what we're doing right now is I have written almost no chapters in the textbook, and so they're going to walk me through how they do that in the creative process, and I'm going to write a chapter. I guess we should start making an outline.
Yeah, but before we do the outline, right, what we like typically doing is we normally try pick a title for the chapter, because that way it like solidifies like the tone of what we're trying to do in the chapter, you know?
Okay, well let's think about how we want to start off the chapter. Maybe we'll get a chapter title based on that. So like we'll touch grass. I'm gonna just put that as a placeholder for now, you know?
We use our characters to try convey and like move the story along.
I should follow the steps of the ancient Greeks, where when they had to cross a body of water with their army, they would actually make a bridge out of boats. And so I think I should make a bridge from Japan to the Caribbean out of boats that I make from boats.
Do the boat bridge going all around here, going through the Strait of Malacca here, all the way to Japan.
Exactly.
Part 8 style of writing is very, very detailed, very, very, I would say, novel-like, because there's a lot, a lot of dialogue compared to all the other parts we've done before.
Daddy's here! Pokemon shouted.
I think your character would just go along. Yeah.
Sat laying in the sun with a tropical drink.
Pina colada.
Yes, thank you.
All the chapters are very, very extensive and lengthy because our characters and the side characters too, they all have dialogue, which helps build the story.
I'm just imagining right now Pogig is jumping up and down with happiness, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Daddy! You know?
We like have conversations between characters, between side characters even, that help move the plot along and add a bunch of other details for both fun bits, some Easter eggs, some stuff like that. So you're sailing on a boat and you're trying to build smaller boats on your Navy boat?
Like
okay.
Pleasure vessels.
Pleasure vessels.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Why did I say that? So you heard that, camera? Pleasure vessels.
Freudian slip.
And hold on. Look, both of you look at me. Okay, you're in focus. Okay, are you ready? And...
So I'm starting up. Direct us.
I'm not looking at the script.
Okay, let's just start with your line.
Okay, ready? And action.
I'm sorry, Craig. No, it's okay. I know you don't like surprises, but I thought maybe just this one time.
It's not that, Greg. I can't marry you.
What? We've been dating for almost 3 years now.
No.
And I don't want to get yelled at anymore, Paige.
I've chosen such a great person to be an actor. But the problem is that the character is not such a great person. And so he's doing great. Henry, a step in. A step back a little bit. No, a step forward. Yeah.
We're running low on battery. That's not making me anxious.
And if you fail, what does it matter? You pack your belongings, you move to Paris, and if you do not like Paris, where? It is easy for you. But if you were me...
Time rushing by, what would you do? With the clock running down, what would you do? The young always have the cure, being brave, being sure, and free. But imagine if you were
I think I was able to very clearly demonstrate all of the different thoughts that were going around in my character's head at that moment. All of these feelings put into the character, I hope the audience was able to take away. I love being on stage and I love performing every night I got to sing like my solo songs. Like I felt so amazing and so like powerful and so emotional, which was like very, very cool to feel, and it's a feeling that I found is unique to being on stage and performing in front of an audience. I would say I'm very proud of Cabaret and what it's done.
So I worked on the outline for this chapter with Adi the writer. ZS6952, notice me senpai.
So would you say that you sort of like understand more why Adi loves writing it so much?
Yeah, I could definitely see how this could be addicting after you do it for a while.
Yo, Akshat, you want to read this?
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit,
However, Pokemon did not wear Lee Swan's wings. Instead, he thought he could fly without them, just by holding his hands.
He's making better. Can you change it to whatever he's saying?
Please make it the big shape.
Holding down the wings in his hand.
Oh, holding them in his hand.
Holding his hand.
Bro, imagine if you jump off like this.
In addition to writing it for ourselves, we're writing it for our friends, for them to read. Seeing his live reaction while reading it was pretty cool to see because it looked like he was genuinely enjoying what he was reading. He had a lot of fun reading it. Seeing their reaction is just really fun to watch.
So would you say the textbook is a sort of like unifying force within your friend group?
I would definitely say it is.
Your standing ovation.
We'll watch the film, we'll break and we'll grab some cake, maybe transition back to a bigger room. And then if people have
questions for me or any of the actors, we'll give time for that.
Yes.
I mean, it's that good. Is everything okay? Greg and I broke up last night. What happened? He proposed. He proposed?
I think the screening went really great. I was really excited by the number of people that showed up to support me and my actors. It was just really great to have everybody here. It was a really great experience.
You're good, you're good.
She was really nice. I had over 10 hours of footage by the end, but I'm really proud of the footage that we got. It all looks really, really good. It's also a really stressful job. There was a lot more to do, but also there was a lot more moving parts.
There are so many moving parts.
We had like 3 to 4 actors there every time, and then we had like at least 2 other crew members.
That like contribute to making the show so amazing.
So there's just a lot of extra people and additional cameras that we were using that really had to like think about.
Teamwork is an essential part of the production. Without like so many people, if they weren't able to do their job properly, the show would not have happened.
Community was a big part of this project. My actors were there and my crew was also there because I had made friends through the FAMS community who were willing and able to help out. It was a really big community effort, and I'm really grateful to all the people who gave their support to the film.
There's so many inside jokes within the textbook. There's so many jokes that come from the textbook that we say in real life. Just fun all around.
Getting to be so close with all the people that are involved in the show is like truly amazing and truly fantastic, and I wouldn't trade that for the world.
When the film is done and I turn it in for my thesis, like a lot of people will see it as my project and my film, but I really see the work as a collaborative effort. Yes, this is my project, but it's also everybody's project.
As an engineering major, I don't really have a lot of time, but that's the cool thing about the textbook is that it's very flexible with what you can do. So if someone wants to do something like this, I would say go for it because worst case scenario, you just forget about it and you move on. Best case scenario, you get something what happens with me, where you build a community around it, essentially. And I think that's pretty cool.
Creativity comes in many, many different forms. Obviously, I knew going into this production that I wanted to be an actor, but there are many, many, many other ways to do it. And there are many like tiny things that you don't realize go into the vision of the show. All of the creativity and effort behind making that a reality is so exciting. That has just given me an appreciation of the work that's put in by everybody.